Welcome to Growing Your Team, a podcast designed for small business owners seeking to grow their company with the help of employees and contractors. Your time is limited, which means growing and leveraging teams is essential for business success. The Growing Your Team podcast is the place to learn tips and techniques designed to help you know when it's the right time to hire, how to select perfect fit team members, and how to maximize productivity while creating a positive work environment. Drawing from her 10-plus years of leadership and hiring experience, here is your host, Jamie Van Kuyk.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Growing Your Team podcast. Today, I am talking about the number one thing that leads to team member regret, that leaves business owners, especially those making their first hire, feeling like they made a mistake, that they should just keep doing everything themselves, and that they wasted their hard-earned dollars. So that one thing is not taking time to prepare for a position. I have heard so many business owners share this regret recently. More importantly, I just saw someone post in a comment thread on Facebook about their new hire. They said that things seem to be starting off great, but they didn't know what to expect. And for me, I just want to bang my head when I hear someone saying that. You should know exactly what you expect when you hire a team member. There should be no question about it because you set the expectations. You hold the expectations. And you need to determine what these expectations are before you hire anybody, before you even post a position. Because if you don't know what you expect, if you don't know what this person should be doing for you, what outcomes should be achieved when you have this person, you are highly likely to hire the wrong person. You might hire someone that is fabulous at what they do. You might hire someone that has taken other businesses to the next level. But it doesn't mean that they're going to do the same for you because you might not need what they offer. Your business is not the same as someone else's. Your business is not even the same as someone else's in the same industry offering the same products or services. What you need is unique. What's going to get your business to the next level, what support you need is unique to your business. So you always need to prepare before you bring in a team member. You need to know what you want that team member to do. You need to know what will make you happy with that team member. What will mean that you are getting the ROI you intend. Because if you don't know this, you're going to get a bad hire. One of the mistakes I see many business owners talk about, and we've even had people on this podcast talk about this in their business, that they go and hire someone. They hire a VA. They hire someone with the expectations that that person is going to help them figure out what type of help they need in their business. And then that person is going to complete that type of help. They're going to be the executor of that type of help. The problem is that this person is going to typically identify that you need the type of help that they specialize in. So if you hire someone, for example, that specializes in Instagram organic reach, they're going to come into your business and identify that you need to work on your Instagram organic reach. It doesn't always matter if your audience is on Instagram, that is going to have any impact really on your business, but they're going to identify that that's what you need because that's what they offer. And then if that's not what your business actually needs, you're not going to see a positive return on your investment. You're not going to be happy with the work and the performance that they produce for your business, and you're going to think that you wasted your hard-earned revenue dollars to pay someone who is not having an impact on your business. So what's going to happen next? You're going to let this person go. You're going to say, I can no longer afford you, and you're going to have to let them go. And then it's going to make you resist ever hiring again. You're going to sit there and say, I guess I don't need anybody. No one can do things for my business as well as I can do. I just need to figure out how I can do it all on my own. And that's not the answer. You can only do so much on your own. So if your desire is to grow your business, to keep growing your revenue, you need to bring in help to get you there. There will always be a point in your business where you will stall in your growth, that you will not be able to bring in additional revenue if you don't have a team supporting you and helping you. So do not bring in help that you don't need. And the way this happens is by not preparing. So take time to really investigate what type of help is going to move your business forward. Take time to prepare what type of expectations you are going to have. You should have, even if this is an independent contractor, so not an employee, so you're hiring a freelancer or some other contractor, you should know, you should have set benchmarks to say, this is what this position is going to achieve. These are the goals. So if this person you're hiring does not achieve those goals, then you say, this person is failing. I either need to reset expectations, deliver feedback, or if they're not capable, because you have things in place to determine, do they just need more time or are they not capable? You let them go if they're not capable and refill it with somebody else who is capable. When you know what you want, you narrow your search to the people who can provide it. You don't spend your time bringing in someone who can't provide it, who can't give your business what it needs. So for example here, I was recently talking to someone about ads. And I was very clear when I was having this conversation of these are my expectations. If this is not achieved by what you put out, the relationship will end. Can you achieve these expectations? And of course, I had better questions than can you achieve it? Like, let's show me, prove to me that you've achieved expectations like this for other clients. You need to do things similar in your hiring process. You need to make sure you know what you want. If I just went out and said, okay, I need to hire someone for ads, but I don't know what I want, they could be producing something that's amazing, but it doesn't actually benefit my business. That it's not moving the needle forward. That we can look there at those metrics within maybe the ads manager himself and said, okay, there's great metrics here. But if these metrics aren't what I wanted, they aren't what I needed, if they aren't actually producing what is going to make an impact on my business, it doesn't matter how low the cost per click is or anything like that. It doesn't, and being clear and upfront, they know what I am going to judge their performance on. They know what's going to make it so we continue a relationship together and what's going to make it so I decide that no, this isn't the right relationship. This isn't the right place for me to be spending my money and I need to move on. So once again, you always, always, always want to make sure that you have your expectations clear before you hire anybody, that you know what a team member is going to do. You should never, ever be saying, it seems to be going great, but I don't know what to expect. Because if you don't know what to expect, you don't know if they're delivering as needed. You don't know if you have the right person. You don't know if the dollars and time and effort and energy that you're spending on this person is worth it. You always need to know what you expect when you hire someone because you hold the expectations. The other thing that can happen when you don't set the expectations, when you don't know which way you should be going now that you have this team member, what they should be doing, is they bring your business down a path that is far off from what you need and even potentially dangerous to keeping your business doors open. Team members can grow your business. Team members, both employees and contractors, can get you to the next level. They can scale your business beyond where you ever expected it to go. Or team members can crush your business. One of the top reasons that businesses fail is that they hire the wrong team. They hire the wrong people to support their business. They are not clear on what type of help they need, and they just hire bodies instead of the support that's going to get them to the next level. And I don't want that to happen to your business. So make sure you have your expectations clear before you start the hiring process. Know who you need, how they're going to impact your position, how you're going to measure their performance, so that way you can find the best team member for your business, that unicorn employee, that unicorn contractor who's going to get you there versus wasting your money and putting your business in a position to lose revenue, lose customers, create you stress, drain your energy, and possibly lead to you having to close your doors.
Are you ready to build the team you need to grow your business and want to do it without it requiring all your time? Then I invite you to join the Growing Your Team membership. Let's face it, as a small business owner, you're running 1,000,000 miles an hour in your business, doing all the tasks and most likely overwhelmed by all the work. You need help, but you're not quite sure where to even start. You know you need to hire support or even a whole team if you want to keep growing your business, but relying on Google for info on how to write job descriptions, find qualified candidates, delegate with ease, or manage your team successfully just isn't cutting it. Why can't you just figure this out on your own? Because hiring and managing a team is hard. They are big projects, big activities that require plans and accountability to happen well. However, imagine what goals you could achieve, clients and customers you could serve, and the revenue growth that could happen with the right people surrounding you in your business. That is exactly why I created the Growing Your Team membership. It's an on-demand training membership and community designed to give you the knowledge and support to hire and manage your team successfully without doing it alone or having to hire an entire agency or recruiting team to do the work for you. If you are ready to build the best team ever in order to grow your business to even greater success, if you're ready to do this alongside other inspiring and motivated entrepreneurs, if you're ready to dig in and be supported every step of the way, then we're looking forward to seeing you inside. Head on over to growingyourteam.com/membership to learn more. Come join us in the Growing Your Team membership.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Growing Your Team with your host, Jamie Van Kuyk. Be sure to subscribe and head on over to growingyourteam.com to connect, access the show notes, and discover more ways to hire and leverage your perfect fit team.